Debates. Open your minds.
And so a community is where you control your police, you control your commerce, you control your education, you control your house. We don't control none of that. We live in a hood. Huh? Well, what about the Negroes that get out? Oh, well, see, my cousin, they say he's a multi-millionaire, almost got $1 billion. Three PhDs, working on 2 more. Driving down the street in Chicago in his Rolls Royce, enjoying himself, and he hears these sirens and looks through the mirror and sees this cop car flashing lights. He squeezed the steering wheel, man. Heart beats fast. Because he knows the price of a Negro, what it could be. And then when that cop car passed him by, he said, thank God he wasn't after you in the first place, punk. That Negro thing you can't get away from. It's universal. They wasn't coming after you. With all your millions, with your Rolls Royce, with your PhD, didn't help. That's the hood. Huh? Why do you think you never pick up a paper till you read over and over and see white families? You think it's thousands of black cops in America. Why don't you see white families crying as black cops shot my loved one 40 times in the back of the head? Why do you think black cops are better? You think they're more spiritual? Think they're better? No! They got enough sense to know that white folks ain't gonna tolerate it. And I will stop in our neighborhood when we decide we will not tolerate it. Now, if we were organized, which is hard to organize people who are just gonna run crazy and you don't know you're crazy. But if we were, with the money we have, and the many people who would come to our aid that don't know what it's like to be a Negro, and if we said, look, we saying, if we don't get a federal law to deal with police brutality, that anytime a cop or anybody carry a gun, have to have a license just like you used to drive a car. And if you use it wrong, then you'll lose your license. And if it's upheld, you can never work again as a cop or a store guard or a private detective. How do you get Congress to push that through? Well, you take your economic power and you call on your friends, black, white, young and old, and say, this coming Christmas, if we don't have a federal law to outlaw police brutality by law, then we call them for a nationwide boycott of Christmas and it'll start on Thanksgiving. Well, let me tell you what that means. 79% of all retail in America happens between Thanksgiving and Christmas. People stay in business all year, lose money just for Christmas, huh? Well, what happens now? Fifth Avenue, Toys R Us, Sears and Roebuck, Westinghouse. They will get the bill, and all they got to do is make one phone call and say, Harry, that's the senator, I want that bill pushed through in 3 days. Okay, it's an economic thing. It's that simple. But we have the power, but the system has wiped us out so bad.
Lincoln 6. Go ahead. Clear a suspect down 10-4. 10-4. The officer's code 4. We have one suspect that's been shot.
Open your minds. And we are back. Peace, folk. Welcome back to another edition of the Proper Thought series right here on the old T.P.O.T. YouTube page. I'm your host, X, of course, but you knew that already. That's why your black asses are here. Tonight, the old hour of power debates have returned. Yeah, they have returned. And tonight, my brother B.M.T will be squaring off with brother KOOL Kumasi. And as you can see, running on the bottom down here, were our heroes a benefit? We're going to find out, folks. But y'all know when we first start off here, I always start the show off with thanking you good folks, man, for your likes, your shares, your views, your subs, and of course, your hard-earned pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and 50-cent pieces. Because I realize, man, you don't have to do it. You don't have to show up to these goddamn streams, man. You don't have to watch these videos. You don't have to sub to this channel. You don't have to share or any of that. And you definitely, oh, my bad. Good looking, brother A Truism. I didn't even know the echo was on. My bad, folks. Yeah, you don't have to, man. I know you don't have to do it, man. And you definitely don't have to drop your hard-earned coins on this platform. But you good folks choose to do so, man. You choose to do so, man. And I want you to know, man, that I don't take you good folk lightly, man. I never have and I never will. You got my word on that. I'm humbled. I'm honored. I'm appreciative, man. And most importantly, man, I'm thankful for all you good folks, all right? And I don't say it just to kiss your butt, because by now you know X don't kiss your black butts. I say it because I mean it. All right? All right. So let's get at it. I see one of my combatants has already arrived. Let me bring him in. Brother KOOL Kumasi, what's good with it, brother?
Hey, brother Xavier, can you hear me?
Yeah, man. You got it.
All right. Good
Where the
evening,
hell
man. Good
BM
evening.
I don't know where the hell brother BMT is. So while we wait for him, I'm gonna go ahead and set the clock up and all of that. Let me see. Get my clock up here. Get that ready. Get that ready. So tonight, so I'm assuming, brother Kumasi, that you are on the negative side. You say they weren't a benefit. That's what I'm assuming.
I'll go with that. I'll go with
Okay.
that.
Well, what I'm about to do now, I'm about to call BMT ass right now. See, y'all fuck up when y'all give me your phone number. Y'all fuck up. Because, see, I'll call your black ass. If you don't show up on time, I will call you. Go ahead and see where the hell he at. I will get on this phone if your ass don't show up. I'll get on that phone in a minute.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Brother BMT, man, we debating or what, man? Yes, man. I sent you the link. Okay. All right. Yeah, see, you fuck up when you give X your phone number, see? Because if your ass don't show up, I will get on that phone. Yeah, I'll get on it. I have no problem calling your ass and saying what's good. So let me let me ask you, brother KOOL Kumasi, why do you think that? Well, maybe know what? I'm not even going to ask. I'll wait. We'll just hear it on the debate. That's all. I'm not even going to ask no questions about it. Not going to ask any questions about anything. I just wait. He said he'll be here in a few minutes. He said that he's actually doing a stream. Damn, I didn't even know he was streaming. Why I didn't get the damn alert?
He was on heavy today, man. So I was like, he probably where he's working hard, man. So, but
Why
he'll be
didn't
here.
I
He'll
get
be
a
here.
freaking alert? I know that shit be happening, right? You don't get alerts for certain shit, even though you subscribed. Because I am subscribed to my brother's channel, but no alert. No freaking alert. Shit is crazy, man. But I want to, being that I got y'all here, let me share this with y'all. Because, this is oh, as a matter of fact, I got two things to share with y'all. I want to talk to y'all about this bacteria that I was reading about in the paper today. And we got a special segment that we're going to be doing. And this segment I'm probably going to do every night. And it's called Mama of the Day. Yeah. Something new. I'm going to have like a video drop for it and everything pretty soon. But, we flying the plane while we building it. So, yeah. So don't be mad at me, y'all. But today's Mama of the Day, and I'm going to go ahead and share this with you good folk because I want y'all to see it too. Hold on, let me get the share screen up. Probably should have already had that up. Today's Mama of the Day is this mama here. Her name is, let me see what her name is. God damn it. Well, we'll just read the story. It says here, 9-year-old Brooklyn girl cried, "Mommy, help me," as she died after hours of beatings and abuse, prosecutors say. "Mommy, help me," 9-year-old Shalom Grafaro begged as she lay dying in her family's Brooklyn apartment after enduring hours of abuse, allegedly at the hands of the same person the child wished would save her. The heartbreaking details of the little girl's final hours were detailed by the prosecutors as her mother, Shamine, Shameen, I think that's Shameen, y'all. I don't know. These damn names are insane. Shameen Cato's arraignment in Brooklyn criminal court on Tuesday, where she was ordered held without bail. Cato, 48, is charged with murder, manslaughter, assault, and other crimes in her youngest daughter's death over a missing tablet Sunday morning. Little Shalom was hiding from her infuriated mother, who spent 2 hours walloping her and her 13-year-old sister with an extension cord and bashing them with a broom inside their Lincoln Place apartment, prosecutors said. And there's a picture of her there looking as lovely as ever. There's no way she could have done this, right? She looks so innocent. But the spot Shalom sought as a safe haven from her maniacal mother turned out to be the opposite. The defendant lifted up the bed, attempting to pull the child out from underneath, said Assistant District Attorney David Engel in court. The bed dropped on Shalom. The bed fell onto her head. After Cato dropped the bed on her daughter, the child was still, prosecutors said. Shalom could not stand up, was non-responsive, and kept saying, "Mommy, help me," said Engel. Finally, 1 p.m., Shalom's older sister called the police. Shalom suffered multiple blunt force injuries to her head and body and bled to death internally, the city medical examiner's office said. Cato shuffled into court Tuesday in pajama bottoms and pink flip-flops and remained silent, fidgeting with her hands cuffed behind her back. The accused monster mom showed little emotion other than hanging her head low throughout the proceedings. The killing shocked the members of the Crown Heights community. Damn, this happened in Crown Heights? I be in Crown Heights. God, these old mamas, but I tell you. The killing shocked the members of the Crown Heights community, who regularly saw Cato and her 2 daughters out and about. Reverend Pedro Torres, who runs No Longer Bound Ministries just around the corner from the apartment, said he saw them almost every day and never noticed anything out of the ordinary. Wow, I know what that is, man. No Longer Bound Ministries, man. I'll be around there all the time when I'm up in Brooklyn, man. Crazy. I wonder if she lived over there where, let me see, what is it? The Inglewood Apartments? Trying to think if that's familiar or not. But anyway, she was a regular. She would have a conversation. We would talk, Torres said, recalling that she asked him how she could improve her credit. Everybody says she was always verbally abusive with the child. I never saw that. I always saw her with the child like a mom, taking care of her kids, Torres said. He remembers a playful, happy Shalom running around, a child he once gifted with a doll on Christmas. She really had no worries in the world, always smiling and funny, he said. I remember the time when I gave her the doll. The next day she saw me and gave me a hug. She was very appreciative, he said. Yeah, so that is today's mother of the day, folks. And y'all know me. I'm very biased when it comes to these old mamas. I'm very biased. I'm a very biased person. I will admit it. But when you hear stories like this, man, it's like, I mean, what can you say about these stories, man? I mean, I'm always talking about this stuff, right? And I know by now I have I know I don't shock y'all anymore. Y'all have listened to me talk about these old mamas for years. For years. And I know y'all are beyond shocked. Because I've told y'all about burnings and killings and shootings and stabbings and suffocating and drowning of these babies over and over and over again. And it's almost as if no one cares about these kids, man. No one gives a shit. No one cares that they're just dead and they're killed by the old mammies. But y'all know me. I'm gonna talk about this shit. I'm gonna talk about it as long as I'm on fucking YouTube. I'm always gonna talk about this shit. I'm always gonna discuss these old mamas. Always. You understand? So if you're tired of me talking about these old mammies, you might as well go ahead and find another channel to watch. Because I'm not going to stop. I'm going to continue to do it as long as I have this mic, this computer, and a willing handful of people to listen to it. Because this shit is a shame, man. That's why I'm going to be doing this new thing called Mama of the Day. And guess what? I'm never going to run out of mamas. I promise you, I'm not. That's the sad thing. That's the sad thing, that I will never run out of old mamas to bring y'all. Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring y'all one every night that I'm on until I run out. So you know what that means? Y'all going to have to listen to this shit every night at the top of every show. Because it's not like I'm ever going to fucking run out. That's just the truth. But that's all. Yeah. And I was going to share the story with y'all about this bacteria I was reading about in the newspaper today. But I guess I'll say that for tomorrow. We'll talk about it some other time. I'll keep y'all in suspense. Once I tell y'all about it, though, y'all will be like, oh, shit. God damn it. Trust me, it's going to make you want to wash your fucking towels and shit every single fucking day, twice a day. Trust me. So I'll leave that little cliffhanger for y'all till next time. How about that? I think I've given y'all enough dreary news for one night. And brother B.M.T, he just emailed me. So I sent you the link, brother. I sent you the link. Yeah, man. I mean, this shit is crazy, man. This.
Indeed, it is, man. It's wild.
Yeah. This shit is crazy, man. It's just nuts, man. I just finished doing a video, man, where I did a presentation of 20 mothers who killed their children over the course of the years. Friedman said he gonna Google that bacteria now. Don't spoil it for everyone. Keep it to yourself, brother Friedman. Keep it to yourself, brother. Don't spoil it. I see my brother BMT has arrived. What's good, brother BMT?
Hey, what's going on, X? What's going on?
All right. Are we ready? Hold up. Let me get my clock. Get that up here. All right. So we are debating, were our heroes a benefit to us? I'm assuming that Brother B.M.T says they were, right? You're saying they are.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. And Brother Cool Kumasi has already said, he says they were not. Therefore, that makes him the negative. He'll be going first.
All right.
Let me explain the rules for the people who may not be familiar with the rules. I know you brothers are, but we may have a few people who are not. We start off with 7-minute opening statements, right? The brothers lay out a premise. The negative always goes first, the affirmative goes next. We do that, and then we go to something called the rebuttal round. The rebuttal round is 5 minutes per debater. We do 2 rounds of that. Then we go to something called rapid fire. Rapid fire, there is no clock, there is no moderator. It's just mono e mono freestyle until I get tired. After that, we do 7-minute closing statements. Whoever started in the beginning goes second on closing statements. After closing statements are finished, we go to the polls, and you good folks get the vote on who won. All right. All right. Now, these are the rules for the audience. You are allowed to discuss. You are also allowed to disagree, but you shall not respect my guest. You shall not. It will not be allowed. In fact, this is what happened to the last person who disrespected an honored guest.
What in the fuck? Oh, that's a grab? Okay.
Yeah. And then there's this. T.P.O.T. Respectable. Making sure my chat room stays respectable. Oh, yeah. He's watching you, Negroes. He's going up and down. He'll be checking that chat room all night. So be careful what you write. Because the old T.P.O.T. Respectable will be watching. So just watch the goddamn debate, all right? Grown ass people, don't get yourself blocked because you said something stupid in the chat room. All right? All right. So let's get at it. Brother Cool Kumasi, you are up first, sir.
All right.
Pull the trigger. Open the statement.
Okay, I'm ready now. Whenever you're ready. All right. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. I'm gonna go with the negative, and I'll say this about the benefit. The reason why I say they're not a benefit is because they're never truly appreciated for the things they do. It's more of what the populace sees in terms of what, not really what they've done, but in terms of the popularity of the character. So if we lose Martin Luther King or Nelson Mandela, for example, I'll go with Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela, on the movies, on the television, he was shown as a hero. But if you ask anybody in South Africa, they'll say that they have a mixed review of him. They won't say he's truly a benefit, and they won't, you have people that say he is, and people that say he isn't. And to me, heroes are more, I want to say more for children, because when we turn to adults, when we look at people of high stature or people that have done things in their life, I want to say they're more of inspirational figures more than heroes. So if I go out and do something because of a popular figure, I'm more inspired to do it than them being my hero. And I've seen a lot of the heroes. I think you put up Barack Obama and Martin Luther King. I didn't know who else you put up there, Brother Xavier, but on the right hand side, I think it was a lady. I'm not sure if you could say the name for the lady for me real quick.
Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks. Okay, so like if you see Rosa Parks, has she been a hero to women out here today? is she being represented by women today? And vice versa. Do we see men that are like Martin Luther King today? Or or Malcolm X today? They're not really truly appreciated. We've seen a lot of podcasts where they've been railed against negatively. They've called Malcolm X a rainbow at certain times. They've called him not as inspirational as he once was, which I can't believe that. But to me, that's why I go with they're not a benefit, because people don't truly appreciate them. They use them as talking points. So they might bring up something that they've done. Some people actually have the knowledge, but they always try to use it as a talking point to kind of, which is fine. But to me, if they're a benefit to you, then you have to see how their life went and try to properly make yourself the best example as they were. You've seen the Boondocks. They mocked Martin Luther King, but it was funny, but it was a mockery. You've seen even Barack Obama today. Like, look at Barack Obama when he first came in 2007, 2008. And now you look at the politicians you have today. You look at the mayor of Cleveland. I think his name is Maverick Carter, if I'm correct. He recently had an issue with his brother and his mother. And this man saw what Obama was representing. And instead of being a positive figure for the people that he's representing in his city, he's not doing anything like that. It's totally the opposite. They're not appreciating that these heroes that have laid the groundwork for them. And it's amazing to see, in my opinion. Very amazing to see. You could go by the women too. You can go by Shirley Chisholm, and the stuff that she went through. And today, you would see that the women politicians like Cori Bush or I forgot Ayanna Presley, Letitia James, or the mayor, or the three mayors of Baltimore in a row. I lived in the area when they were mayors. They're not representing Shirley Chisholm at all. They're not representing Rosa Parks at all. They're not representing even I forgot her name now. It's escaped my mind. But a lot of these heroes, they're just kind of like talking points. And then we can go to the other side, like Tupac. Tupac's immortalized as a hero, but he was more immortalized from being dead. When he was living, there wasn't this hurrah for him, only because he was beefing with another rapper from another coast that you got this going on. So it's hard for me to say that they're a benefit, because also with the youth, they're going to make their own path in life. So once they make their own path in life, they're going to be their own heroes in their time or inspiration. So the question I have for anybody else is that, when are you going to blaze your own path? When are you going to be your own hero? Because time doesn't wait for no man. Time moves on. 100 years from now, who knows? Brother Xavier might be immortalized for what he's doing. And then there'll be some people trying to rail on him, even though they don't know the amounts of great stuff that he's done for people and interview people and so many in his life. And that's why I say they're not a benefit. Mainly is the appreciation factor, seeing the character and trying to make the best example of that character because of what they went through. All the people that you see in that screen, they went through something. Even Mandela went through something. But if they're not appreciated by the people today, they're not really remembered in the light that they were before, then I have to ask, are they really a benefit? And I'll leave it at that, man. Thank you.
All right. Just gonna let this run out because I like this sound. right, brother B.M.T. 7 minutes on the clock. Pull the trigger, brother. Opening statements.
Yeah, so we're talking about heroes that have inspired, raised the bar, have actually brought up success and actually shown greatness in representation of coming from nothing to something. And it surprises me that we're using celebrities and TV and cartoons and stuff rather than the actual historians that have actually done benchmark work that we can look up and read their work in universities, colleges, pull up their work at STEM, and different types of books. And that just shows you, like, hey, if you're not in that field, then you're just not knowing. Because we have a lot of people that are doing it. I mean, heck, Robert F. Smith just went out there and did something. We had different other men that have gone out there, as well as women. The problem is that, are you within those groups, and are you taking part of the movement of those type of people? Yeah, we do have it, because we have people that are going for those positions today. So that's why there's no excuse. Saying that they have not been a benefit, then you can't say that, because people bring it up. Well, if that person did it, then why can't you? See, that's why it's a false equivalent saying, well, black heroes had no, well, you're calling them a hero. Then that means you see them as somebody, because you're recognizing them. This is why the talking point that is being used, because you can't say, well, there's never been a black astronaut. Yes, there have. There's never been a black scientist. Oh, yes, there have. What type of scientist? You want a chemist? You want somebody who in radiology? What kind of see, we're hearing excuses that there are no heroes, when literally there are people that have done and open up benchmarks into inventing, rehabilitating, psychology, working into medical profession, as well as technology, healthcare, food, agriculture, you name it. Nelson Mandela, what does that got to do with American history? Like, we're talking about Americans. We're looking at American society. I would have understood if you would have said Colin Powell, but you calling out Nelson Mandela. That's on them. I mean, even for Dr. King was for having firearms, protecting your family. A lot of people respected that, because he was a man that had no problem. That's why a lot of people named a holiday after him. That's why a lot of people bring up, well, hey, I thought y'all had Dr. King. What about his talking points? So can't say that we never had, or we didn't have people that didn't make imprints, because these same people's vices or talking points are still used today. Shout out to Ben Carson. Ben Carson, literally from nothing to something, all the way into the White House, holding down accountability, setting up standards, has his own practice. We have men and women that do this, and yet we're hearing that, well, it has done nothing for black society. Yes, it has. It's literally taken away the excuse that you can't succeed. A lot of great men and women have done STEM, FBLA, different other programs to actually benefit not just black society, but American society in the forefront. The Tuskegee Airmen have done countless missions with not even the best gear, showing other aviators and other men and women that, hey, despite adversities, you can succeed. I would expect my the component or the opponent to know these kind of things and use these things, not the Boondocks, a cartoon. Well, I mean, yeah, it's funny. I mean, yeah, it had a little good of a talking point, but we're talking about people that actually stuck out, that actually did things, that actually opened up jobs, that actually set things, not some guy who raps that don't own his own label. Oh, wait, we have Master P. And Master P is in finance and in business. That just showed. Shout out to Ludacris. Shout out to different other people who have done that. Like I said, you got to start hitting that harder, deeper facts, other than just talking about the nuances of a daggle. I need to actually hear something that's actually going to ripple of how they contributed. If you're going to talk about the plasma banks, we're going to talk about medical, brain surgery. Come on, man. We got doctors and people who travel all around the world using these same people's designs and building off of that. That's a hero. And we got people that are going into schools to follow behind their footsteps and yet improve. So if you're going to talk on the topic, let's be accurate and very precise about it. Let's take out the excuses. I don't need no more time. Let's get this started.
All right. I guess now we will go into the rebuttal round. Go ahead and set up the clock. 5 minutes. All right. Brother Kool Kumasi, you are up, sir. Pull the trigger. This is the rebuttal round.
All right, man. That was good by B.M.T. Shout out to him, man. He mentioned Martin Luther King with the firearms. I would say the NFAC were right behind his footsteps, but instead of them, doing what Martin Luther King was doing the correct way, they did the total opposite. And then they had rumors of the leader not being well equipped, well knowledgeable. People were shooting each other instead of organizing. And we look at these figures, we would think that these figures would be somebody that the future could surpass. And so far, these figures, they're still here because in the present that we're living in right now, there's been nobody to surpass them. Robert F. Smith has been a billionaire for a while now. We're millennials. Where are our millionaires at? He's a whole different generation. Nobody has come in right now to surpass these people. That is the point of having heroes, and in terms of them being a benefit and an inspiration, you have to surpass them. You mentioned Ludacris and Master P as record and label owners. Now, we do have label owners today, and I could use Young Thug as an example. Young Thug owned a label. I think he signed a rapper named Gunna. And you would think, learning from Master P, learning from the mistakes that he made, he would be on top of his business. But instead, he is locked up right now, trying to play the gang activity. That's why I will say that they're not a benefit, is because they're not appreciating it, and they're not learning from the past. They're not learning from these heroes. They're not doing the research. Now, the people that are focused in that group, I would say, okay, I'll give you that, BMT. They are doing what they need to do. But the masses, to me, is what I'm arguing about. The masses here will proclaim Martin Luther King, but all they can tell you is about some of the movie. They can't tell you what you just said earlier. A lot of people don't even know that because they won't do the proper research. They'll just use it as a talking point. They don't even appreciate Martin Luther King. We have blocks named after him, named after Malcolm X. They're the most violent blocks in any city. I lived in Baltimore for a little bit, right by there, right, Pennsylvania Avenue and Martin Luther King. One of the most violent areas I ever lived in. Same with Harlem, violent areas. You would think that these people see the sacrifice that they made and always try to make it better. But so far they have not. And that's my whole argument. We have to, if it's a benefit, we have to show appreciation for the sacrifice that they made. And I know you yourself, you're a hardworking man. You are doing your thing. But can you say that for other people as well? That's the question I have for you directly. Because these people out here, they're just naming these people. They're naming Kareem Muhammad. They're naming Elijah Muhammad. They're naming all these people. But they're not setting the example to surpass. They're just instead of progressing, they're regressing. And they have the potential and they have the ability to surpass. I believe in every human being that they have some kind of talent. It might not be the most important talent, but they have some type of talent where they can do what they need to do. But instead of cultivating that talent, working hard and taking it to the next level and learning from the mistakes and the positives of the heroes that they have laid out, they're not doing it. They're just using it as a talking point. And that to me is very sad indeed. So I'll let go of the rest of this time here, man. And I want to hear your rebuttal, sir. Thank you.
All right. I'll go ahead and let this last little 10 seconds run out. All right. But the B.M.T, 5 minutes on the clock. Pull the trigger, sir.
Yeah. Because I was hoping he would have brought up like the NFAC. Like, dude, I would have said the Huey P. Newton Gun Club, like where we actually know actual like people from like ex-military, men and women that actually come from backgrounds of service, actually sign up and go to and actually do things in. But the NFAC, like, really? Like, come on, like you got to use something like that. If you was gonna, you could have brought that through. You could have brought up talking points of like you just had a secretary attorney general that was a black man. Another black man. I mean, Colin Powell was up in there. Condoleezza Rice was up in there. You had a man up in there that was leading the forefront in the medical field during the COVID when it started peaking. And he was actually allocating the funds as well as making sure that states got their proper funding. Somebody like we always think that you have to outdo the hero. Whoever said that? You don't have to outdo nobody. You just need to live your best life and actually hold accountability. That's the whole point of it. That's something that's supposed to be passed on. That hey, you can accomplish the same goal. Colin Powell said that to a lot of soldiers, young soldiers. Hey, I came from some harsh streets and I made it here. So you have no excuse. That's what Colin Powell, and he's actually led through many campaigns, teaching and as well as showing how to properly handle political policies, even to that of serving under different presidents. And they still ask for his voice and his opinion. And they still reach back to him as a voice. That was Colin Powell doing that. Muhammad Ali. He's a benchmark. You have different men and women that have done different things that have set forth. I mean, I don't even know why we're even bringing up rappers. What is this? Like, we're not talking about rappers and all this other stuff. And I mean, that's the lower hanging fruit talk points. We're looking at the dominant society that actually goes to work, that actually punches in the clock, that works on mechanical engineering, that does stuff with science, that does things that deal with welding and carpentry. One of the best iron workers was a black man. You can still see his works. That a lot of welders, we look that up whenever we're doing whenever we're looking at how to do welding for underwater, pretty much when it comes to putting gates or boats, because we have the pier. His works are still there and his notes. So the talking point about, people striving and teaching, that's the whole point of being that figurehead, is to teach the next generation, actually properly instruct them in the way they should go. So what are we doing here when we're not actually looking at the proper process of how these things are being done? You want to talk about gun rights? You just had a man who's a cop, retired, literally laying down his life on the line, who actually passed away against that of somebody doing horrible stuff. I don't see nobody dissing or disrespecting him. None at all. We have men that are literally actually becoming managers and actually going into management positions now. And that was the guy who, I guess, helped out LeBron with his career. Now he's bringing in more NBA athletes and teaching them how to read their contracts and have financial literacy. You got to start actually looking at people that are teaching, that are actually doing the proper context of things that they need to be doing. Not the foolishness. Like, I mean, you can pull that all you want, but the majority of the society, especially in blacks, they work. So you're gonna have to show me the black society that is over dominating the working class society, because everything else it's gonna fall on deaf ears. All right, man. Let's get this kicked off with this debate.
All right, but before we go, let me just say something to the goddamn people in the audience. Y'all are some lazy ass people. Hit the goddamn like button. Y'all know I like the damn views and the likes to match. Hit the goddamn like button. It only takes a second out of your damn life. I mean, you're here. Take that 2 seconds, move that mouse over there, slide that finger over there, and hit that damn like button. Because if you don't, I will haunt your old black ass mama in her dreams. Don't make me do it. Don't make me be standing over mama's bed tonight. All right. All right. Now we going into our final rebuttal round. Brother Kool Kumasi, 5 minutes on the clock. Pull the trigger, sir.
Oh, rebuttal round? Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My bad. Hey, man, that was good. B.M.T. Shout out to you. The working class, are they looked at as heroes, though, for the chat? Are they looked at as heroes? I see a lot of people in the chat writing something about Colin Powell. Colin Powell's from the Bronx, where I'm at, and he didn't live too far from me in the Hunts Point area. I was more from the Soundview area, and to see what his neighborhood has become, that he grew up, it was just to see that it was peaceful back then. It was something. It was lovely back then. Working class people, and then in the 90s and the 2000s, and even today, I'm not sure about today, it's known as one of the prostitution capitals of the United States. You know, these people had a literal hero in their local neighborhood that they can say, hey, Colin Powell's from my neighborhood. And instead of, using that as motivation, using that as inspiration, because they're two different things. Motivation is more individual. The inspirational can affect different people. They didn't do anything like that. They turned the neighborhood into something else. And that's why I said they're not a benefit, because we all have to become our own. We have to all become our own people at one point. We have to represent ourselves. We're adults here. Now, when we're children, we can have heroes. One of my heroes is on the screen right here, Mr. T. I love Mr. T. And Mr. T, he's kind of forgotten. Mr. T was a drug user. He was none of those things. If it wasn't for Mr. T, there'll be no WWF. There'll be no WWE. Vince McMahon bet everything on WrestleMania 1. And the main attraction was Mr. T and Hulk Hogan, but mainly Mr. T. And he was an inspiration to me to this day as an adult. He was a hero to me as a kid, but an inspiration to me as an adult, because I saw this man that literally came from nowhere become maybe a icon. And these same people today, they're not being remembered in the way that I think you're trying to convey. Nick L says they think about Jay-Z and not Colin Powell. Well, they don't even think about Jay-Z no more. Jay-Z even changed his whole image up, threw away the drug dealing image and went more positive. And people are mocking him to this day. I know you mentioned that rappers are low-hanging fruit. I agree with you. But so are athletes. Athletes are low-hanging fruit. They just have to learn how to be athletic and play their sport. But both work hard. I'm not gonna, you know, in terms of intellectual debate, I would say they're low hanging fruit. But I can't deny that they not work. They don't work hard. You know, and that's my only issue is that the appreciation and not using them as a talking point. Not saying, "Hey, I have a day off," or Martin Luther King Day should be a day of celebration. It shouldn't be, "Oh, I want a day off." You know, we we, we have all these people that have laid their lives down and they're not being appreciated in the way that many others want to see them. I would include, I don't know if you feel the same way, I don't know, but the appreciation has to be there. And yes, they have to surpass because we had a chance to learn from them. The past is there for a reason. And yes, you're right, Nick L. The parents should have taught their kids about Black history. But they also have a library as well to learn about that as well. And these libraries are named after the heroes that are on the screen right here. You know, we have high schools in Harlem. I think Thurgood Marshall, I think is in Harlem. And instead of that school being one of the top schools in New York City, it's probably one of the worst. Just like Frederick Douglass High School used to be one of the best, but now it's the worst. So I let B.M.T go, man. He's pretty good, man.
All right, brother B.M.T. Final segment of the rebuttal round. 5 minutes on the clock. You are up, sir. Pull the trigger.
Yeah. Sorry. Halfway wait for this. I guess we're talking about prostitute capital and all this other nuances of decision people make, like the heroes or some stuff. Like you only hear that like somehow like blacks are supposed to be some superior upholding citizen race. Like I swear these conversations are getting dumber and dumber and dumber and dumber. Like you don't hear no people say this. Like do the white people like start walking on water for Jesus? Or like Asians like carrying around katana swords for like Muramasa or something? Like we're the only ones that are like literally trying to find some idolization of saviors or some stuff. And I shit you not, man. It's only with black people. Like, damn it, you got people that do a job. They did their job. They show that you can make it. It's only in these black spaces do you hear black people talk like this. Like, hey man, like at the Frederick Douglass School, I'm sure, guess what? It's a school. Does that have anything to do with the works that he did? Is that stopping anybody from getting or going down that same track that the man did? You have yet to actually rebuttal or say, hey, nobody's been able not to make it to what they're doing. We have black generals in the military. We have black pilots. We have black people that are in agriculture. Talking about what y'all see on TikTok and YouTube and on these dumb spaces. This is like a micro. This is why this is a subculture. This is a subculture talking point. This is not the actual norm. This does not actually represent black people. Like y'all really don't. I don't ever see y'all talk about no business. I don't ever see y'all talk about no policies. What last politician have y'all brought on? Like, I'm just being honest. Like, it's just these conversations are very like micro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you honestly, like, you're gonna have to tell me if these black people made it and they had way worse than what they did before, then what is your excuse of why you can't get there? So you had a Robert F. Smith that became a billionaire. What's stopping you? What you're saying? Oh, these black people don't know about them. We have Google. You can look them up. You can follow their process, how they did it. Y'all literally were just idolizing after a dead man in a suit, saying how amazing he's a millionaire and to be high value. Now all of a sudden you Negroes are saying that there's no representation of a hero, but you black men were saying high value men. Come on, man, get out of here with that. Yeah, not too long we're talking about all these great men that are we don't make these babies. So I guess what you was falling after some man because you just not y'all were quoting Daggle. Then y'all get that from Mad Bus Driver. Isn't that y'all hero? So now all of a sudden y'all don't have heroes now. Now all of a sudden y'all don't got proper representation. Majority of y'all came to this space idolizing after different men, talking and using their talking points, jumping on their panels and their channels. Now all of a sudden y'all talking about y'all don't got heroes. Stop it. Y'all got saviors. You just didn't get saved. If you want to do better, do better. I agree. You got that right. I agree. Individualism. But literally trying to do this collective talk, come on, man. Either you got it or you don't. Either you're going to go to school and apply yourself, either you're going to do the trade or not. Like why are we not actually having the honest conversation? It amazes me. Not too long ago, y'all were doing a whole memorialism of men in suits. Y'all listen to a dude called Lead Attorney. I wonder how many attorneys came before him that are way better. Come on, let's get this stuff on. Let's do this fire background, whatever thing. Let's get it popping, man. Damn, I'm wasting a good night.
All right, the brothers are ready to go to rapid fire. Y'all know what rapid fire is?
Yep.
There is no clock. There is no me. There is nothing. Mano e mano. We left off with Brother B.M.T, so we pick it up with Brother KOOL Kumasi. KOOL Kumasi, pull the trigger, brother. This is rapid fire.
Hey, man. Hey, B.M.T, you brought some good points, man. Salute to you, man. And I agree that individually we got to make our own paths, man. I agree with that, man. The only thing I come with is that the people are using these names, these heroes that are on the screen above us or below us.
What people?
The brother Xavier put up there. He just took them off.
Okay, no. So what people? What people?
Like Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X.
Okay, so let's use some people. Let's actually use some more people that actually can, like Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X. Let's those are the things you learn in elementary school. Let's use some actual people. So what people? So what actual people can we say that we do not in day to day actually have not improved that of black side? What? Do we have any Supreme Court judges that are black?
Oh yeah, we have two right now, right? We got Kumasi.
So we got two, a man and a woman, right?
Sure.
Okay, so can blacks use it as an excuse that hey, we don't got no representation with the Supreme Court?
No, but that's the point.
Why
I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing that point. I actually agree with you on that point.
Okay, so if we have, because people are complaining about not having proper representation, but you have somebody in that alley right there that takes away the talking point that hey, nobody was ever given a shot, because you have a hero standing right there in the lane doing it. So how can anybody say that there's no representation, there's no hero? I mean, shit, a lot of you got from Jordan went from an NBA player to a businessman. How many of these black boys jump on these panels and stuff, start Black Mamba, whatever ideology they behind Kobe Bryant, SYSBM. So now all of a sudden Kobe wasn't.
Let me ask you a question
in the way.
Quick.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
You mentioned Kevin Samuels and the lead attorney. What's your main issue with them?
No main issue. I'm just saying I use them as
in terms of the fan base. Let me ask that better. That's a better question.
Did y'all not look up to them?
No, not me personally, but I did.
But do black men? But now hold on. Now let's not get away from that.
Yes,
do
sir.
Black men not look up to him in his talking points?
I would say yes.
Did they not? Was he not giving them valid talking points about how to dress, how to carry about their mannerisms, and how to talk, and how to actually move about day to day?
Yes.
Did he not prove that you can go from a small YouTube voice to a high pinnacle voice where different people from different platforms will listen to you?
No. Because here's the problem. They can show you the way, but you have to do your own work to get to where you at.
Whoa. Okay. But you're saying now you're starting to use what I was saying about we have heroes, but it takes the individual to work towards that. So
that's the motivation.
So hold on. So 1 minute you have it where we've been hearing all these panels about black men and high value.
Mm-hmm.
Now all of a sudden they don't know the way. But literally, you just had a whole fan base of a $4 million man. Now all of a sudden, black men can't say. I'm only rebuttaling. I'm only rapid firing back to you what the men of the space have said. That's their hero, Saint Kevin.
But I wouldn't say he's a hero though, because like when we're children,
try not to say that. But can we not say that the men in space see him as that?
I can't say that because like.
Why not? You don't want to agree to that, or you don't want to admit that literally these men see him as a hero.
Nah, because here's the thing: if they seen him as a hero, you would see a whole bunch of Kevin Samuels out here. You would see a whole bunch of them dressing up. You would see a whole bunch of them. That's why I said they don't appreciate.
Obsidian, Bernard Rowley. You got this Indian dude who dresses like him. You got a lot of these dudes now all of a sudden wear suits and everything. MTR. Come on, man. You can't say dudes aren't copying the Neo of the manosphere of this space. Hell, you got it where they're all now using the word before. None of these Negroes were saying high.
Hold on.
Who was saying high value? Who was saying high value like that?
Oh, high value. Okay, the word high value, yeah. But to Obsidian's credit, he was in suits before Kevin Samuels.
But guess what? Did anybody give him that credit, or they look at Kevin as the man in the suit?
They always gonna look at Kevin because he's the more popular figure.
So they followed after him, even to getting tattoos and doggone starting to say we need to dress better and we need to raise our status. And he's speaking up for black. Come on, man! Like
that was funny. I ain't gonna lie.
You can't deny.
But hold
that
on,
the ideology, like you just put, you can't deny that, man. I tell you, I do this. I just sit and wait. I'm like, hey, you got you just put their daddy. I ain't got nothing against them. I'm happy that their daddy showed them the way.
But here's the thing, though. The guy you mentioned with the tattoo, was that more for attention or was that more for him looking at him as a hero?
I could not be in that man's mind. I don't think either you and I are in that man's mind. I mean, hey.
So if you say,
I mean, hey, if he said, hey, I loved Kevin so much that I will put another man on my body because I loved his talking points on how he got on these women. How can I judge that man and say, hey, that's your body. That's your conviction. You choosing to put a man, it's so much that they had you on goddamn different social media showing off your tattoo. I think more than one man got that tattoo. So can't be that crazy when now you have somehow the big wigs of this space saying we need to go in the direction of that man. Follow him. He's leading us to mainstream. So
well, now to his credit, he was leading it to mainstream. So
who was he leading? Who was he leading?
Who was he leading?
If
you look at it, right, today's mainstream is Vlad TV. What's the other guy? The white guy. I forgot his name. No Jumper. That's your mainstream today, right? So like these guys want to make it to that level. I mean, they're just following the blueprint, and I wouldn't say that's a hero.
They're following a black man blueprint, right?
I would say no. I wouldn't say that's a black man's blueprint. I would just say
they're following a black man, but they said we've never heard a black man speak up for single fathers and told us that we matter. It was like listening to a goddamn PBS afternoon special to tell them that you're special. I believe in you. I saw people crying and having tears and shit. It was magical. I never thought I'd see black men cry.
So with that being said, right? Do you see a hero like Kevin Samuels as a benefit?
Yeah, if I see him as a useful, beneficial talking point. Yep, I see him as a benefit. Anything could be a benefit. It just depends on how you use it. He's a benefit, but guess what? He brought out a lot of things. He brought a lot of things to the forefront. Whether I agree or disagree, he brought a lot of. Can we agree on that? Whether we agree or disagree, he brought a lot of things to the forefront. Correct?
Yeah. So let me ask you one more question.
Okay, see, we're agreeing on. Okay,
So
go.
let me ask you one more question. Do you believe that a, that someone has to be inspiration to a black person if that hero is not black? So let's
Do they
just
have to
say,
be black to be
yeah,
inspirational? No,
yeah,
they
to
don't
a
have
black
to be.
man. Yeah.
They
So
don't have to. They don't have to be.
like you have Donald Trump, right?
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump, what he represents, he was this he he came up from learning from his father. He bankruptcies.
But we're
Get
talking
it?
about black heroes. Why are we talking about Donald Trump? We're talking about black heroes.
No, it says our
No,
heroes.
no. But the topic of the debate is black. Bringing up Donald Trump, we're talking about him. Now, unless Donald Trump has been writing down on the paperwork black, we need to talk about black heroes.
I
I'm
got you.
sorry. I got to bring
I
you
got
back in. Come on back in. Come on back in. This is Super Smash Bros. Come on back into the ring, bro.
All right,
Come on back
so
into the ring.
no problem, no
Come on
problem.
back into the ring.
All right,
Now,
so
okay. So, what about Mad Bus Driver X? Would you say he's leading the way?
I would say that Mad Bus Driver X is an inspiration to people
Oh,
because, like,
whoa! That's a big
I,
word.
yeah,
Inspiration.
yeah,
How do you
because
inspire?
how is inspire?
Yeah.
I
How do
think
you inspire?
if you're seeing today, right,
Mm-hmm.
from a few years ago, from when he started, it was small, right, but
Mm,
today now that's why SBM is growing, right, to a
right.
certain level.
Uh,
To now, like any conversation, you will see even one guy post SYSBM on there. I mean, he is getting to a certain level. Now, is it a benefit? I don't know. I can't say
mhm.
because like time hasn't passed so far yet.
So okay, so let's look at it. So it was interesting watching black men give the tenets of SYSBM. I was watching them quote scroll. It was like goddamn doing shadow clone jutsus and stuff, telling why they should watch out. Hell, I see it when y'all with people be giving out turn. I ain't never what's Daggle? Daggle, right? And that was a term that shout out to truism. Shout out to the brother truism and some of the brothers Trey and them that they use that word that they learned from Mad Bus Driver. That he's teaching y'all the way of how to avoid negligent and bad behavior. Now, isn't that inspirational? He's teaching black men how to avoid negligent bad behavior because there's nobody willing to take on the task, but a black hero has arisen, right? Can we say that, right? He arisen and he has taught men that they followed a movement saying SY. I'm surprised I haven't seen. Oh no, wait. We've seen videos of men saying, "Look at me, I'm CISPM. I made it to Puerto Rico. I am no longer afraid of the black woman." Part of me started drinking my whiskey and crying, but I'm like, damn it. Your hero led you to the promised land. You see how that worked?
Now here's the thing though.
Come on,
I've
come on,
heard
come
him.
on.
I heard him a few times, and the one thing I'll give Matt Bus Driver is that he brings people together. Like,
Oh, he brought y'all together. What?
I'm not SYSBM. I
Okay.
support him, but I'm not SYSBM. But what I'll say is I heard a conversation. I think he had Baba Tunde and a few other gentlemen on there.
So he brought
And
men together to agree on a talking point
no,
that they agreed. See? So come
no,
on
no,
now.
no, no,
Like
no, no, no. Hold on.
you,
Look, I gotta finish. I gotta finish
I'm
though. I
just
gotta
saying,
finish.
hey, I'm just saying you
I
said
gotta finish.
that these black people need motivation. And here we go. I'm grabbing their heroes. Their heroes, whether you are the talk points or not, I'm grabbing their heroes that they are following. I'm grabbing the Kevins. I'm grabbing the Mad Bus Drivers that wear goddamn football helmets and shit. I'm grabbing y'all Obsidian. Hell, y'all had a whole goddamn Manosphere meetup. Oh, wasn't that beautiful? You remember that? When they had a Manosphere meetup, you saw they brought black men together to
Correct.
sit there and start learning about IT. See,
Correct.
that was heroes. They had it where they had a panel. Obsidian up there with his cane. leading his children, his flock. Come on, man. We could do. You know, I'm very cold.
All right, but
I love seeing older black men find their father figures to bring them together, to give them hope. I love it when I see Brandon Tatum preach the gospel truth to the masses, and then black men said, "Yes, I've always felt this way, Brandon." And you know what I like watching? I like watching ABL. I love watching ABL. You ever watch ABL?
Let me ask you about those two though.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you think black men are their biggest fan base?
You think black men are what?
Are their biggest fan base? Being ABL and Mr. Tatum. Do you think black men are their biggest fan base?
For ABL, now I actually watch ABL, but you can watch the majority of his stuff on Instagram, right? But he doesn't really do it on YouTube. He has a pretty mixed fan base. I'm not gonna lie, like for a while when he was in this space and like a little bit around, he had a pretty mixed blended fan base. So it's kind of hard. Brandon, well, I would say, is more of the has a more of a in Latino fan base, but he does have some blacks that watch him. Now, if you would have said though, what's those two light-skinned twins? Those two light-skinned twins.
Twins. Talk about the Hodge twins.
Yeah, they got a good fan base of blacks. And the Tree of Logic. See, I could pull up some black conservatives that have a pretty Candace Owens shit. And you gonna say Candace Owens don't got Blexit? Those ain't black people.
So all of them, right? They inspire not only black men, but they inspire a whole bunch of people, right?
And why did you add the women too? Because there are women on with Candace also.
Yeah. So women, different men of different races, right?
Yeah.
And as well, right?
Yeah.
Wow, man.
I'm just saying, hey, I do this, man. You don't get to the top without doing this stuff, man. You don't get up here without being like this, man. You cut off your.
I respect it. I respect it.
I respect it, man. I respect it. I'm saying you ask for heroes, and come on, you and I both understand. Like, how did they say you start off as the hero, but you live long enough, what do you become? The villain, right? You start getting judged. So after a while, you do good work as a black person, but then people start critiquing you.
You start become the villain. You do become the villain, but that doesn't last forever. It doesn't.
Really?
You know.
So what are they not crucifying? Are there not people crucifying him?
Who?
Don't they got people that are saying stuff about him? From what I hear, they're saying people are talking about Kevin Samuels.
Oh, Kevin Samuels.
Huh? Yeah, Kevin Samuels.
About Kevin Samuels. The people that are.
I don't think Brandon don't really care. Brandon Tatum gets criticized by other black conservatives because they're like, are you constitutionalist based, right? Or are you fan based? Like, are you going by the Constitution, or are you trying to appease your fans? Like, are you grifting? You get what I'm saying? So with some other conservatives, they kind of have a problem with that. But like, hey, if you're going to be like fair, we got to call it out. But if you're going to just be by your fan base, you're not really like it. And they have been calling him a grifter. Like different other conservatives, don't matter, Latino, black, Asian, white, they've been calling him a grifter lately. Like, so he's been kind of taking that kind of name because they've been like, hey, man.
They might call him a grifter, but by election time, they might change their mind because they know the power that he holds.
I don't know. There's some people who are bigger than him. There are some people bigger than him. Like I get it, but he
but the guy just took Larry Elder's spot for I think radio. I forgot the name.
I thought isn't he on what's that Turning Point? Isn't he still on Turning Point?
That I don't know, but Larry Elder had a radio show, and I think he's.
I'm glad you listen. You fell into my trap card.
Okay, what's up?
Who did you
Salem
just
radio,
say?
Salem Radio. Larry
who
Elder.
did you who did you just call?
Larry Elder.
What is Larry Elder?
Larry Elder.
What is he?
California.
What is he?
What is he?
What is he?
In your opinion, what is he? Because I can't say. I would just say he's a regular American.
Oh, don't lie! Come on now, we don't have to.
Oh, black. Okay, you showing a black hand. Yeah, black hand.
Okay, and he backhands that of the bullshit, right? Does he not call it out? Is he not a highly articulated and successful man?
Yeah.
Does he not call out the bullshit?
Yeah. And here's the
was
thing,
he not running for? Was he not running for a seat?
Yeah, he was.
Okay, then. Now hold up. Now,
Mm-hmm.
people know who Larry Elder is,
Mm-hmm.
and literally you have people that follow him. He has a real damn good fan base. Hell, even some I like listening to him on conservative talk radios. I'm like, damn, he's a really good speaker. Thomas Sowell.
Yeah. So the thing
you got some black people.
Yeah.
So why didn't you talk about them, saying that there's no heroes when even you identify and respect their ideologies?
But just because I respect their ideologies or I agree with their points doesn't mean I follow them as heroes. See, when I say heroes, when we're children, we have heroes, but when we're adults, it's more of an inspirational figure.
Oh,
yeah, that's where I put it at. Like, I can't say, like, as an adult, this guy's my hero. Because when you're a child and you meet your hero, that's when they say you should never meet your heroes. But if they're an inspirational figure, I can accept that they have flaws as a human being, but that doesn't dissuade their message.
So here's the thing. So because I it's like you want to stay away from some stuff, but you're like, damn, I see what B.M.T is doing, and you've been agreeing with me all night long about a lot of these things, and that's cool. My main thing was just to turn your mind, open your mind.
But let me ask you though one quick question.
Go ahead, you can try.
What is a hero?
What is a hero? A hero that can actually show you a pivotal way in a situation that actually can show you that, hey, that things are possible. And that regardless of if you agree or disagree, their talking points are valid and true, as well as their mythology of what they stand on.
That's cool.
Sorry, I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier, so I'm a soldier. So you agree with me? I'm glad you agree. See, we as two men, we can agree. We can agree. We can agree on something.
So all the people you mentioned, do have those qualities. So from Mad Bus Driver X to Brandon Tatum to Candace Owens, down the line.
Yep. And guess what? They have
even Kevin Samuels to a degree.
And do they all not have huge following bases after them?
All of them do.
Ooh, so they all have followings. And
but
they not have.
But ask yourself why.
Because people agree with their talking points.
But
people are black people are not black people yearning for a certain truth, and that they hear people. No, you can't.
I'll say yeah. Because
you want to say but you can't, because if that's the case, when Mad Bus Driver said, "Hey, I'm saying stuff that's uncomfortable," but is it wrong?
No,
and guess what? A lot of
Mad Bus Driver hasn't been wrong yet. No.
Huh?
He hasn't been wrong yet. No. To me, he hasn't been.
He has been?
He hasn't been. He has not been.
Oh, okay. So, but and is he not saying some? Was David Carroll not saying some stuff that was pretty like, woo? David, did you just say that?
Has it? But that's the same thing as you could say for what's the guy's name? Tom Likas. Tom Likas is the same way. You can say the same thing for Tommy Sotomayor. He says some things that people might not
to
like.
be fair, a lot of black men found these spaces through Tommy.
Yeah, well, I'm one of them.
Oh, okay. So guess what? And was Tommy not saying and calling out a lot of stuff?
He was.
And was he not? Did he not take a lot of flack for it?
Yeah, he was.
And did it stop him, or did he keep on? I mean, Tommy has been on the news talking with Tommy Lauren, different political analysts. He's even made a movie. He's done a lot of things. Tommy is quite successful. Hell, Tommy done proved you can't silence Tommy.
Yeah, and
Tommy's fan base is so huge, you can't even silence that dude.
But it's not about always the fan base. It's about the work you put in. All the people you mentioned, they put in work. It's it's
right?
not just talking points. They put in
But isn't that part of being that hero? You having to put in the work. Because I remember when Tommy just started out with just a phone. He didn't have no real equipment. People started donating money to Tommy. Tommy got the money. He hired the people, and he actually started getting the stuff going.
Yes, but here's a problem with the people that follow Tommy that try to do what he do. Instead of learning from him, they're just trying to copy the method, and it doesn't work out that way.
I
Same
don't
with
know.
Kevin Samuels.
I don't know
Like,
about that, but you can't say that. Now that's not fair. You can't really say that because you've had other black men do videos calling out black dysfunctional behavior, and they're just as successful. So how can you not say that if they did not?
No, you're right. But then people will say Tommy wasn't the first one. They'll say, I forget the guy. Sergeant Willie P is the first one, and he did the same thing that Tommy was doing. But it's not it's not the talking point. It's the work you put in. Like,
yeah, but see, now you're bringing up something different. You're bringing up because let's say you and I both start on the team. Now you got on the team first. You're already a junior, and I'm a freshman. However, I have a better runtime than you. I have better percentages than you. Not saying you haven't had this, you don't have the field experience, but I just had the better stats. Does that make it less valid? Like, you're going to start people out there in the field that they know when times get hard, they're going to go right back to you. But then again, they already know, like, hey, I'm going to pass the ball off. I think that's the thing about being a hero. Like, you and I both watch anime and different movies and shows and like My Hero Academia and stuff. At the end of the day, you're supposed to pass on the torch to the next hero. Batman knows he can't say Batman forever. He got to pass it on. Tommy and them, I understand, hey, I'm getting old, man. Like, I can't do this forever. I think Tommy's daughter is now a teenager now. So that's how long he's been doing it. And he showed his kids, I'm like, damn, who's them older women? And he was like, yo, these are my daughters. So he has daughters that are now going to be finishing up high school now. I mean, Tommy's been here for a while. A lot.
Shout out to Daryl. He said the right thing. Doing the right thing most of the time is not heroic. That's just being a human being, a decent human being.
All right, X.
All right. That brings the rapid fire round to an end. Now we go into closing statements. We started off with Brother Kool Kumasi, so we'll go into closing statements, starting off with Brother B.M.T. Let me get the time on the clock. 7 minutes. All right. Brother B.M.T., 7 minutes on the clock. Close the statements. Pull the trigger, sir.
Yeah, I don't really need 7 minutes because I got my opponent to agree. And it was a really good debate. The whole spirit of the debate is to have talking points and to throw them out there in the darkness and, echo them back and, hear what you hear. And I hope you enjoyed debating me. I wanted to definitely prove and show the men that a lot of y'all are here because of y'all heard a voice of somebody speaking some knowledge, whether you joined the Gulag gang, you heard Blexit from Candace Owens or ABL or Brandon. Guess what? I said, hey, us blacks, we're waking up and we're following those stuff. Shout out to Trey. Trey, not so long, he said, hey, we're not following them we're Americans. So, but you heard y'all were talking about Blexit. I wonder who started Blexit. That was a black person. And y'all followed. The same way they followed goddamn SYSBM, Kevin Samuel. A lot of these doggone things y'all are part of. Sorry. Y'all are actually embodying the talking points. Y'all want accountability. Y'all want men to speak about accountability. Y'all supported Sister Ali. I remember when she was on here, a lot of men were sitting here respectfully listening to the sister as she was holding women accountable. So what are we doing here? You just had it where Candace Owens just walked up on BLM and was calling them out. You can have people getting behind her on that. Like I said, people are going to follow the voice that literally speaks to them, that actually holds an accord and pulls their strings to do so and move them in action. That's the whole point of taking on that archetype of pushing them into action. And you're not going to be perfect at it, but the fact that it actually inspired you, as my opponent even said out his own mouth, it inspired people. Kevin Samuels inspired a lot of black men to be better, wear suits, dress professional, have a professional manner. Larry Elder inspired black men and women. Whether I agree with him or not, whether we always agree with him or not, Thomas Sowell. I like when Thomas Sowell talks. He's very good and very, 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 very detailing. He can catch you up into some stuff. So you have it where you have different archetypes of heroes, and they're playing their own RPG of how life should be viewed and walked through. And a lot of people follow them and say, hey, how do you debate or debunk what they said? Because they're speaking their truth. Mad Bus Driver X. A lot of black men now are saying that they're going cis-bim. You followed him, and here you are. You had men show up to a Manosphere meetup. I guess they just happened to end up at the same hotel by coincidence. No, they went there because guess what? They wanted to meet like-minded individuals. You had the HEP New and Gun Club. That's military. Trained people that are teaching people proper safety of firearms. So that way, all the talk points of, hey, people are actually doing these things to put them into work and action. Let's get it rolling, man. Let's get to the next. Go ahead, man. It was a good debate.
All right. You are ceding your time.
Yeah, man.
Correct. All right. 7 minutes on the clock, Brother Kool Kumasi. Closing statements. Pull the trigger, sir.
Hey, man. Shout out to you, Brother Xavier, and shout out to B.M.T, man. Good debate here. The hero argument, to me, I would say more inspirational figures, and I'm more on the side that what happens when the inspirational figures are not there anymore. Where do you go? Like we saw with Kevin Samuels passing, that we have a whole lot of infighting. People are mocking his death. Some people are actually respecting him. Some people are, in between. But what happens a year from now? What happens? Will they carry on what they perceive as his legacy? Will they be out here, learning from the message that he gave? And if they see that maybe there might be some chinks in the armor, they can update it. I always look at what he mentions as heroes as an example of like a Windows. There's Windows 7. Now we're on Windows 10 or whatever it may be now. All of it will improve over time. The heroes of the past or the figures of the past, for this day, they're still remembered because we don't have anybody else right now currently that is out here trying to at least make something better of what it is, or just trying to like do something. There was civil rights, now there's BLM. And now we see that BLM, $90 million was frivolously spent. That could have been used to improve people's neighborhoods, anything else. Was the civil rights doing that same thing back then? I don't think so. I wouldn't think like that. We went from leaders of men in the 60s to now women leaders of BLM. That's not a good thing, in my opinion. And you mentioned all the other figures, which I agree with you on that. They have. I wouldn't call them followers. I would call them more like they just agree. And I think that people throwing a follower word sometimes it's kind of iffy because like I don't think people will go too far to follow them because we always say we agree on most things, but we disagree on just some of those things. And And that's what everybody. I'm sure there were Kevin Samuels fans that didn't agree with everything he said, or there weren't fans of Tommy Sotomayor that didn't agree with everything he said. But they, for the most part, something resonated with them. And you made a good point where you said that the points that they could say, most people couldn't say. They couldn't say that at their job. Maybe somebody at the job was being a bitch, and they couldn't just call them out on that. But then they hear Tommy and it's therapeutic, Or they might hear Lil Big Nate. Shout out to Lil Big Nate. He's in the chat. Lil
Shout
Big
out to
Nate,
Nate.
they'll say, Lil Big Nate will say the things that some people could not say at their jobs. They couldn't say to their family members that were doing wrong or anything else. And it's not only just those type of talking points. There could be someone like Nick Taylor who has all types of ideas. He does the tech. He does the he does points from history all together, and people listen because he has not only the history facts, but the way he presents it, the way he works and puts it all together to present it to us. And that's why people might gravitate to him. There's plenty of people here. I see SKC is another one. SKC, the way he puts stuff together, and then it's like a puzzle. And when he finally gets it together, we get what you're saying. But is that following him? No, we're liking his content. So these people, I don't think they're heroes, but we can see more that they're inspiration. Like I see all the figures in the man. I see you, man. I was like, I saw your stuff today. I was like, man, like he can hold a conversation with different people on different points of view and just put it together. That's inspirational. Now, would I say you're a hero? No, I would say that would give me motivation to say, you know what? If he could do this, maybe I could learn from it and I could take it to a certain level. So, all in all, I don't think heroes are a benefit because that's more of heroes to me are more of when we were children. That has nothing to do with we're adults right now. I see more of what inspiration and motivation. So that's all I would go with, man. Thank you, Brother X. Thank you, B.M.T. Hopefully I can get another one in one day. And I'll leave it at that, man.
All right. Are you ceding your time, sir?
Sure.
All right.
Hear me.
We'll stop the clock there. All right. That will bring the debate to a conclusion. Good folk. So if you look in your right-hand corner of your screen, a poll should appear momentarily. Go ahead. Who won the debate? B.M.T. or KOOL Kumasi? Go ahead, cast your votes. I see my brothers up in here. I see Brother Nate up in here. Brother SKC is in the house. Brother Nick Taylor is up in here. Brother Truism as well. What's good? All the good brothers are in here tonight. Hurry up. Cast your vote. Cast your vote. The poll is open. Negroes, cast your vote. Now, y'all know we usually let the poll go ahead and run. So, y'all know what time it is. We usually close it at 11:30. So, tonight is no different. 11:30, the polls will be closing. So, get your vote in now. Get your vote in now, Negroes. And hit that goddamn like button. Do that, too, while you're at it. Lazy Negroes. So now that the debate is concluded, we're going to take a few moments, man, and do some station identification, man. I'm going to run a few of my commercials and shout out a few brothers, stretch your legs. Go take a couple puffs of your cigar, whatever you got to do, because I'm going to run a few commercials here, and I will see y'all on the other side of the break. All right? All right.
Open your mind. Hey guys, T.P.O.T. on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. But you knew that already.
You heard the voice. You know the name. You've waited long enough. Little Big Nate, Big has arrived, and it's on. Let's go.
Peace, folks. Open your mind. Wednesday, we throw down in the digital square circle on Hours of Power debates. Thursday, we get at it with DXL, Dark Exodus Live. So come through, 9:30 p.m., right here on the T.P.O.T. YouTube page. You know. Peace, folks. This is Teacher Tanisha. You're listening to the T.P.O.T. Media YouTube page. You know. Now back to the show. You know.
And of course, one of my favorites of all times up in here, this here.
Plane tickets. I got the 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 plane tickets.
Shout out to Brother D. Durrell, man. Catch him on iTunes and Google Play at your convenience, or go down to his channel if you want more of those funky sounds. Shout out to Brother D. Durrell. Go ahead, cast your votes. I see my brother Nick Taylor up in here, so you know I got to do it to you, big bro. I got to do it to you, man. Got to do it to you.
Already had it in his mind. What I played on Led. I don't give a fuck what you played on. This is what I want you to do. Bing, 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 bing. That's what I do. It. Do it. Yeah, you do. There you go. Drummer. Guess who else used to do that? George Clinton. George Clinton used to do the exact same thing. Now you want to compare dude to go, nigga, hit the bitch, boom, hit her, smoke this shit, boom, hit it, try that bitch, boom, take it off, hit it, hit them brakes, hit it, go that way, hit the left. That's not, he ain't George Clinton.
Brother Taylor got that shit down packed, man.
I hear it coming out of people's cars, and I see these motherfuckers' heads in their dumb. I'm like, what are you doing? Man, this shit is dope. You mean as in heroin? Man, hit that left at the end of the block, hit that right, watch the speed bump. Nigga, hit them brakes. Smoke this shit. What? What are they talking about? What does that even mean? How do you make a name? All right, Sly, what would you name that song? That's what you what? Somebody help me. This shit makes them, hey, there you go, Dollar Washer. Hit them brakes. That's it.
but Nick, you gotta have the chorus in the background, so check that. Hit brakes.
Look at Sly face. He like, hey, wait a minute. I think they own it. Look, SKC don't sign shit from him. Don't sign shit. Don't sign it.
I will have that clip forever. That shit is hilarious. Shout out to my brother Nick Taylor, man. That is hilarious. So go ahead, man. Get your goddamn votes in, man. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. While we're waiting for the votes to come in, I'm just going to be playing some of my shit that I got back here, because I got another one that I've started to really, really be fond of. Here it is. C string. In comes the Black Dagger. Trying to control himself, but he can't stop. He's got that look in his eye. Trying to control himself, but he can't fight. Seeing the Black Dagger. Uh-oh. That's it. Run, Dagger. Run. 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 Keep running. Keep running. Don't stop. Keep running. Run. Run. Hide. Maybe he won't find you. Put your gun away. Don't engage. Oh, now you've done it. Now you've done it. You should have just ran. He's coming. He's fast. He's strong. He's dangerous. Run. Oh, now you've had it. Brother Supreme, to the rescue. Wisdom. Mercy. Brother. Mercy. Mercy. Damn it. Ain't truism. I said mercy. Mercy.
We're not your enemy's banner.
Truism. God damn it. Now you've done it. I'm tired of this shit. Done it now. Mute button. I said mercy, Negro. Damn it, Brother Supreme. Damn it, truism. I said mercy, big fella. Mercy. Tired of this. God damn it, I said mercy. I said mercy. God damn it, you mother. Shit. Thought I muted your ass. Goddamn Negroes out of control. Enter Xavier. Let's see what I can do. Boy, kids. Aboard. Take this. And this. And this. And this. God damn it. Truism, god damn it. Calm down, Negro. Oh shit. God damn it. I knew I should have stayed off of this goddamn stream. Jesus Christ. I should have stayed home today. Truism. What are you doing? Oh shit. God damn it. Fucking Truism. You motherfucker.
That's always a classic. That is always a classic.
Another one that I will have forever. So come on, get your votes in. Get your votes in. The polls will be closing at 11:30 p.m. Eastern, Negroes. Get your votes in now. I don't know how much time you brothers have. Y'all know we usually do a little Q&A at the end of a debate. How much time y'all got? Brother Kool Kumasi, Brother B.M.T.
I mean, I'm cool for a little bit, man.
I don't really have much to talk about. I just came to debate and then go back to I just came back to just go back to my shit. I didn't really. I didn't really care.
You just came to debate. You just came to debate and bounce, huh?
That was it. There was. I already knew. It wasn't really. That's why I didn't really put too much into it. I didn't even study. I just came and just bounced. That was it. He just wanted to debate me. I proved my points. He agreed with me, and that was it. That was really wasn't much to go after that. Once he agreed with me, then I already knew that. Hey, yeah, that's pretty much it. You agreed with me, didn't you, on my talking points, right, Kumasi?
The talking points? No, I agree with some of your points. Yeah,
right. So then that was it. Well, so other than that, yeah, then that's all I needed.
Right. Well, I guess they'll be questioning Brother Kool Kumasi then.
Yeah. All right.
Questioning him. So if y'all got questions, go ahead, shoot them up. Y'all know what to do. Don't ask no question unless you do it in a super chat, Negro, so I ain't gonna read it. Got a question, super chat it, or don't put motherfucker in there, because I ain't gonna read it. I'm gonna erase that motherfucker and block your ass. I will erase it and then quickly block you forthwith. And the polls will be closing soon. 6 minutes. The polls will close. 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Negroes. The polls will be closing. Right?
Hey, B.M.T, did you see Truism's comment?
What was it?
I think he says he wants to debate you.
On what? I'm getting tired of y'all racial debates. This shit getting old, man. I don't even get paid for it. So, I get paid by the white people to debate. The black people just want to debate about nigga shit. So, what's the debate on? It's the same debates over and over. So, what's the debate on? It's about tell me about black people. I'm be like, nigga, read a book. It got to be something good. Where's my time?
He said we can talk about geek stuff.
Okay, whatever. Do geek stuff. I'll do geek stuff. You got a better chance doing that on your panel, Tourism. They don't really do geek stuff over here. So I can tell you, me and M.O.T. already did some geek stuff. So it's not a big thing over here.
I would want to ask you a random question, man, about who's the best Joker.
There's three of them. There's three of them. But I would probably say, if you're talking about comics, or you're talking about ideology wise, I mean, honestly, the Batman animated series is probably the best Joker that actually depicted.
I'm gonna always go with Cesar Romero. He's the laid groundwork. Yes.
Okay. We can. I would probably say I can't fault you for that. I can understand you're a classic man. Okay. I understand where you're coming from with that.
But if it's more modern, I would go with Joe K. Phoenix.
I think Phoenix actually did a really good job. He actually helped speak out about how society is, which actually that's what the Joker embodies is society. All right, going in. I think the last thing we're waiting for just the ending.
Yeah, the polls close when the clock stops. As it stands now, it looks like Kool Kumasi, brother Kool Kumasi is in the lead.
Okay, so just give it to him. Just say he won, and then right now I'm just playing video game. I'm just playing Elden Ring, so it's all good with me. This is not even a league debate, so nothing.
Yeah, this ain't an official league debate.
All right.
Yeah, it looks like brother Kool Kumasi has the lead by quite a huge margin.
Congratulations.
I think this is the first time that brother B.M.T has lost. If I'm correct.
No, congratulations. Congratulations.
Hey man, I appreciate it, man. That was a good one, man.
I didn't know nobody in the chat, so I would.
So we're gonna let it run to the end, though. That's how we do it. We're gonna let it run to the end.
3 more minutes, man.
That's
you never know.
That's how we do it.
Okay. And that was on
do it.
Okay. So while we're just sitting here, so what is it that they want? What is it that they want to talk about? What else can we talk about? I don't want to dead air.
All right. Let's talk. Who is your greatest animated black superhero?
My greatest animated black superhero? Spawn. Yeah, Spawn.
Okay.
Easy.
Cool.
Easy.
I like Spawn too, man. I'm a big I don't know you late 80s baby, early 80s baby.
I'm an 80s baby. I'm an 80s baby. It's I read the 80s.
You remember the show Cops, the cartoon Cops? Not the,
Oh yeah.
Okay, you remember the cartoon Cops? COPS? Yeah, Bulletproof, man. Badass dude, man. Really bad, man. Probably one of my favorite characters of all time. Just the whole story, man.
Yeah, I probably say it, but I think
it's a good debate.
Yeah. What made you want to
know you?
What made me?
Know you working tomorrow, brother BMT, man. You're gonna miss a good dark exodus, man. We're gonna be talking about BLM tomorrow, man.
Oh,
miss a good one, brother. Yeah, we're gonna be.
I gotta check that one.
Yeah, we're gonna break that.
What time is that one? What time do you start?
I think I'm doing it at 9:30. It's always 9 or 9:30.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about the infamous Black Lives Matter. The title of the show is Black Greenbacks. Black Greenbacks Matter. So yeah, we're going to follow the money.
It was funny to see the baby daddy got the least money.
Yeah, well, even with that though, he got quite a bit of money. The polls are now closed. The polls are now closed. Negroes. As soon as it rises up, I will copy it and paste it so you Negroes can see it. I will copy it and paste it so you Negroes can see it.
Congratulations, Kumasi. Congratulations.
Appreciate it, man.
23 votes. Man, I thought there was more.
But they said you know, I think SKC, a few others, they came in late, so they said they're not gonna vote. But man, all in
don't worry
all,
about
man, this is a good experience, man. I would like to do it again.
Yeah.
And there are the results, folks. There are the results. Who won the debate? KOOL Kumasi, 73%. B.M.T, 26%. Poll complete, 23 votes. I appreciate everybody casting their vote. You people who actually did it, you lazy Negroes who didn't vote. God damn it.
This is my last one. This is probably my last debate. So I actually am fine with going out like this. I'm actually very fine with going out this. I don't got nothing else to debate about. So I'm done debating. I just did this one just for fun. But yeah, this is probably my last debate. I ain't gonna debate that. Once we want to leave,
we're gonna do me and Brother Supreme. We got some stuff in the works down the road, man, that we're gonna be doing as far as the debates, man. We're gonna try to put a different spin on it and do something different. But that's down the road. That's down the road a piece.
I'm out.
That's down the road a piece.
But I will be watching. I will be definitely watching.
Yeah, we got something in the kitchen cooking for you Negroes. Yeah, we got some. We haven't forgot about you, man. Plus, I was talking to Brother Ramil a while back, and he had asked me about the debates, and he might be coming back to the league.
Ramil,
that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one, man.
Yeah, he asked me about it. It's been a few weeks. This is a few weeks ago. I was down on his channel and I was talking to him. He asked me about it. So, yeah, Brother Ramil's the only undefeated person in the league, man.
As I said, I said, the league. That's when I was like, oh man, I gotta watch my records. Like,
I told him some people want to come for his crown. I told him, I said they want to come for your crown.
Yeah,
man.
good luck with that one. Good luck with that one.
Yeah, I said they coming for your crown, brother. So I think I can get him. All I got to do is call him and keep calling him.
But he only wants professionals. He only wants
yeah.
Being a professional, he ain't gonna talk to you.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. He said he only want to fuck with doctors and lawyers and PhDs and shit like that. So, but I got his phone number. Y'all done fucked around and gave me y'all phone numbers. So I get on that phone. Yeah, I get on that phone. God damn it. I will get on it. God damn it. Get your ass down to this channel, Negro. He done fucked up and gave me his phone number. So I will get on that phone if necessary. Yes, I will. But it was a decent debate. It was very calm. It didn't really get, out of control or, shit like that. I kind of like when the debates are like this. I know people like they like the rapid fire and everybody yelling and screaming and cursing and doing all this kind of stuff, but me, I more prefer, the more calmer ones. Not that I ever step in and try to stop brothers from doing what they're doing, but, I think the calmer, more, more measured ones are better, so you get a chance to hear everybody speak, It's always good when you can hear everybody speak individually. I mean, when everybody go to talking over each other, it's like you can't hear anyone. So,
right. I agree. No, there was nothing like me. Kumasi don't ever have no issues. So, we don't ever have no issues. So it wasn't like I said, I could talk with mostly everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that big of a deal for me. Salute to the Kumasi BT did his thing too. Thank you, Nate. I tried emailing you. Like, I feel like gentlemen can sit and have cordial discussions, like just sitting there drinking. That's why I was drinking my whiskey and just laughing, having a good time. Like, it's nothing. We can be respectful. We don't always have to agree, but we can find commonality. I agree with what Kumasi was saying on some talking points, and we can just have those. We can have those talking points. It's nothing that serious. I don't. Listen, y'all. I've been through the gauntlet of the hazing, the disrespect. I'm sure a few of us have been there. during the dark ages of when the debates first started. It was pretty messy.
Yeah.
And there was
when they first. Well, see, a lot of people weren't here back then. Like when I first started them in like 2019, I mean, it was crazy, man. A lot of those debates was crazy. All right. People have no idea, you know, they come around now, man. I got shit, man. I'm creeping up on 200 debates I've hosted within the last like 2 to 3 years. All right. Because I started doing them at the end of 2019. I think it's about 100 and I don't know, 186, 187 that I got under my belt at this point. And I'm telling you, some of everybody has debated here. Some of everybody. And I don't mean just regular small YouTubers. Some of your bigger names have debated here. People that you probably have never heard of before have debated here. But we had a whole league. We had 6 teams, and each team had at least 5 to 6 people on it. I mean, maybe y'all aren't familiar with it because it's been a while since we had like league debates. We did a full-on draft. All right. We did a draft, a full-on draft, like NBA draft day. All right. Maybe y'all forgot about this. Join the league. Join the league. Y'all don't remember those days, do y'all?
Man, I like Mount Rushmore over there.
And B.M.T is actually a captain. So y'all probably don't know that either. Notice his face is on the billboard. Those are all the captains of the league that you're looking at. Those are all league captains.
Oh, and you got me blushing. God damn it.
You
got me blushing. Has it really been that long? It really has been.
Man. Yeah, it's been a while. You remember when we
I said I don't. Yeah, I remember. That's why I said I feel like I'm going out with grace. I feel like a whole new generation of people coming in. So going out like this, it actually I'm at peace with that. I am. Good sound people.
I keep telling everybody, man, we did a real live draft with a list of names, and everybody picked teams. Everybody picked men from the draft, like it was like some NBA type shit. I remember that shit. Yeah, absolutely.
Some people were mad that they didn't get put in the draft. They didn't get put.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, some people didn't get picked. Yeah, some people did not get picked. The better draft picks went quicker, just like, you know, in the NBA. I mean, the better draft picks went quicker. I mean, that's how it went down.
Yeah,
that's how it went down. That's how it went down. And let me see what this person is talking about right before I block their ass. Right before I do the block on them. Right before I block their asses. Wrong about what? What are you talking about, PJ Camel? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? See, this is the stuff. This is the stuff I don't like. When people just say things and they can't even expound on it. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And see, now you got your ass blocked. See that? See that? You done got yourself blocked. See that? See, if you really wanted to do things the right way, this is what you do. You got a problem with somebody that's up here on this panel. you say, send me the link so I can come up and explain myself. That's all. Why you just can't do that? No, you want to hide in the chat room and write all this bullshit, knowing that if the bot doesn't do it, one of my moderators is going to do this to you.
What in the fuck? Oh, that's a grab? Okay.
That's what's going to happen. I mean, that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Instead of you saying, yo, X, man, send me the link, because I got a problem with what's going on. But you don't want to do that. You want to hide in there and talk all kinds of shit. And I mean, come on, man. Come on. That's the coward way out, man. That's the coward's way out. You got a problem with somebody, especially if you got a problem with me. All you got to do is say, yo, X, man, send me the link. I got a problem with you. I'll let you come in here. I will let you come in here and speak your piece. But what you're not going to do is disrespect in the chat. I told you that from the beginning. You're not going to disrespect in the chat. That you're not going to do. And you're definitely not going to fucking disrespect me in the chat. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Notice it didn't last long. See how long it lasted? About 2 minutes. And out you go. There's a way to do things, man. There's a way to do things. And being disrespectful is not the way, at least not here. You can be as disrespectful as you want, but you have to be disrespectful somewhere else. You can't do it here. I start my show saying that. You're allowed to disagree. You are allowed to discuss, but you shall not, and I repeat, you shall not disrespect. I don't know why that's so hard for people. I don't know why that is so hard. Because, see, one thing I'm not known for is going to people's channels and disrespecting them. That's something I don't do. It's not one person on fucking YouTube, but I'm at a lot of people's channels. One thing they will never tell you is that X came to my channel and disrespected me. Even if I disagree with them, I do not disrespect them. Because, see, I look at this YouTube shit like it's my house, right? I look at your page like it's your house. I'm going to wipe my feet before I come into your house. I'm not going to come in your house and jump on your couch or kick over your lamp, all right? Or take a piss in your kitchen sink. I'm not going to do it. Therefore, I'm not going to let you come to my house and jump on my couch or kick over my lamp or take a piss in my kitchen sink. I'm not going to let you do it. Not here. I know this YouTube shit, allows for, a lot of disrespectful bullshit, and people can say all this nonsense and act like it's okay and hide behind the whole free speech nonsense. And hey, that's fine for you to do. And you can have all the free speech you want, but you're not going to have free disrespectful speech. Not here. You want to disrespect me, you got to go to your channel and do it. You go to your channel and do it. You're not going to do it here. You're not. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm just saying. I don't know why that's so hard for people to understand, man. I don't get it. You want to be disrespectful? Go somewhere else with your disrespectful shit. Go somewhere else, man. This ain't the place for you. It's not. It's not the place for you. I don't care what you think, man. I really don't. This ain't the place for you. And like I said, if you got a problem with somebody, especially me, all you got to do is drop me a line, like I say all the time. If you want to come through, there's the email. Prophet of Thought at yahoo.com. It's Prophet of Thought, one word, no caps, at yahoo.com. Come on up here. What you afraid of? Don't be afraid to say something that you're not afraid to write. Because if you ain't willing to come up here and say it, guess what? Don't be willing to say it in the chat, man. Because it's not going to get entertained, especially if it's some old out of line shit. All right? Because I'll say again, I don't make it a habit of disrespecting people. So I'm not going to let you make it a habit of disrespecting people here. I'm not going to let you get away with it. I'm not. But you can come on up here just the same. Make sure you come correct, though. Make sure you come correct. Don't come up here and get your ass embarrassed. Don't come up here and get embarrassed. Especially if you're saying some stupid shit that I can disprove. Because, see, one thing a lot of people don't know about me, man, I've been doing this YouTube shit a long time. I probably got close to 700 fucking videos, and some of the best of them have been here. There's not too many people you can think of that haven't been on this channel. Big, small, short, tall. Even if they haven't been here in a while, they've been here before. We can play a little game. You can try to think of a motherfucker who hasn't been here, and I guarantee you, you'll be wrong. I don't care who you think of. They've been here. I'm not new to this shit. I've been around it a long time. And a lot of those famous names that you know, guess what? I was interviewing them when they was doing blogs in their car. When they were doing podcasts in their fucking bathroom. Because I didn't just start fucking with media since I got on YouTube. I was in media way before I had a YouTube page. I actually used to have a talk radio show, and I interviewed a lot of these same people that you see and hear now before they got big, before they got famous. Like I said, don't come up here and get fucking embarrassed. Don't get embarrassed. One thing you don't want to do, man, don't take my low-level, kind demeanor as a sign of weakness. Motherfucker, I'll rip you a fucking new one. Trust me. I will rip you a fucking new one, especially if you fucking get out of line. Ask my kids and my grandkids. Shit, and my wife too. Don't fuck around and get out of line. I like to remain in character, but I have no problem coming out of it if my hand is forced. Trust that. Trust that. And I don't care who you are. No matter who you are. But that's all. Yeah. Well, tomorrow we're going to be talking about BLM, and I'm going to break it down, man. And I'm going to have a few guests on. We're going to be talking about it. And of course, Saturday, the ridiculous race game is back. And we got a good cast of characters. I'm assembling a pretty good group. So I'm not going to tell y'all who all is going to be there. You're going to have to show your ass up to see, but it's going to be a pretty good group. A few of you I have written, and god damn it, you haven't wrote me back, but I have some confirmation, so we should be good. Yeah, we should be good, man. We should be good. We should be. It's going to be fun, man, because this week we are actually going to be talking about religion. Because y'all know the ridiculous race game always have a theme. This week, we're going to be talking about the racism inside religion. And those of you who have seen the ridiculous race game before, you know that we talk about bigotry, prejudice, discrimination, and we have a few laughs, man, at racism's expense. So if you ever want to be a contestant on the ridiculous race game, You know what to do. The email is prophetofthought@yahoo.com. That's prophetofthought, one word, no caps, at yahoo.com. All right. All right. So I guess no one has any questions or anything. So I guess we're going to go ahead and wrap it up, my brothers. Good stuff tonight, man. Like I said, really, really calm, laid back, no yelling, no screaming, no arguing, no any of that. So, I don't have a problem with it. It's good to have some of the foolery, the bum foolery sometime, but some calm, collective, mild mannered shit is always welcome here. So I appreciate both of you brothers, man, coming through tonight, man. As always,
No doubt, man. No doubt, man. And Saturday's gonna be lit, man. Religion?
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna be talking about religion, man. So, like I said, anybody that want to come through, man, hit me up, man. I'll put you on the docket, man, and we can throw down. I still got like another 3-4 spots open, as it stands now. So anybody that want to come through, man, just hit me with an email, man. We throw down 8 p.m. Eastern time, Saturday night, right here on the T.P.O.T YouTube page. Yeah, man. I think we're gonna go ahead, man, and wrap it up. I'll say again, man, shout out, man, to brother B.M.T and brother KOOL Kumasi, man. Both of y'all for coming through tonight, man. Good stuff tonight, my brothers. Good stuff tonight.
Thank you for the opportunity, man.
Absolutely. Brother BMT, man, hit me up, man, or something. All right.
Oh yeah, I got you. I was just damn, who you cursing out?
What you doing, man? Playing Elden Ring?
Yep. I was in and out of this debate like for a while. I was like, shit.
I'm about to wrap it up anyway. Because ain't nobody coming up, don't nobody want to, no questions. We got a few, knuckleheads in the chat. They want to talk shit, but the emails up there, they ain't trying to come up here. So it is what it is, man.
Right.
It is what it is. Is what it is. So yeah, man. Another one in the record books. Vote. Another one in the record books. I will see you all tomorrow. I'm not going to give y'all any programming notes tonight because y'all already heard what we're going to be doing. So I will say this, man. When it comes to this whole Black heroes thing, and I know some of our heroes are similar, and some of them are different. It all depends on who you ask. I think that many of us look for different things in heroes, right? We look for different things because one person that you might say is your hero, another person will say that that's no hero, and you kind of heard that tonight, right? So as far as the debate goes, I never really get, into the debates, man. I kind of stay neutral. But this one particularly, I don't think that the brothers disagreed all that much. I don't think they disagreed all that much. And, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I will say is that if someone thinks a person is a hero or they think that a person has benefited them, I don't think it's anybody's place to tell them that that's not a hero. I think you can say it's not a hero to me, but I don't think we are allowed to pick other people's heroes because we wouldn't let people pick ours, right? And that's what I think it basically comes down to, man. I mean, it's sort of like the beauty is in the eye of the beholder argument. I think heroism is in the eye of the beholder too. Because I know a lot of people that people consider heroes. I don't fucking consider them heroes, but who am I to tell them that they're not? Maybe these people did or said something that was beneficial to them. I mean, you know, I don't think we're ever going to be in a position, man, to tell people who they can like, who they can love, who they can hate. I mean, I think that's an individual decision. I mean, you can disagree with that decision, but ultimately, it's an individual decision, man. You know, and I think a lot of times, man, we forget that when we be up here on this YouTube shit, you know, spewing our shit. You know, we have a tendency to be telling people who they should like, who they shouldn't like, who they should listen to, who they shouldn't listen to. Like, and you never hear me say that shit. You do what the hell you want on one condition, that you don't be trying to fucking tell me what to do. Because I'm going to do what I want. I believe in the freedom of association and the freedom of disassociation. If I don't like what you're doing, I just won't watch you. That's it. And if you don't like what I'm doing, you well within your right to not watch my ass. I don't have a problem with it. You don't got to tell me you unsubscribing. Just do it. Just like you didn't tell me when you did subscribe. You just did it. It's not my job to tell you what to do or who to listen to or who to be associated with or whose chat room to be in. And it ain't your job to tell me to do any of that either. I have a well understanding of that. I do. I'm a 50-something-year-old grandfather. Been raised grown kids, raising grandkids. So guess what? I don't have time to babysit grown-ass people. I don't have time to tell grown-ass people what to think or what to do. So guess what? You don't have time to be telling me what to think or what to do or what to say. You wasting your time anyway. I ain't gonna listen to your black ass. Especially not when it comes to this. You ain't paying these lights. You ain't paying this internet. You ain't paying this damn streaming service. Because, yeah, it's paid for too. That's why you don't see that fucking duck up there. This ain't the free version. Yeah, this ain't the free version. So like my old man used to say a long time ago, put that in your fucking pipe and smoke it. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. All right? All right. So, with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap it the hell up. Once again, man, shout out to Brother KOOL Kumasi and Brother B.M.T. giving us a debate tonight. And I look forward to seeing you Negroes here tomorrow. Because tomorrow we're going to talk about BLM. And before we go, man, before we go, these people here, let me go ahead and shut this off. Hold on. Hold on. These people here, man. These people here, to my right and your left, these people duped y'all. They suckered y'all. Especially those of you who gave them money. They had y'all believing some shit. Had y'all believing in some shit. Had y'all hook, line, and sinker. Y'all starting to realize it now. But the brothers have been talking about this shit for a long time. And I think y'all believe it now that y'all have seen it in the mainstream media. Now y'all believe it. But it's always been this way. It's always been an agenda. And tomorrow, y'all going to find out about said agenda. So make sure you hear tomorrow, because we're going to talk about this shit. Yes, we are. We're going to talk about it. And I'm going to hurt some of you motherfuckers' feelings. You people who yelled out these motherfuckers from the rooftops. Yeah. You're going to feel bad about it tomorrow. Because I got quite a bit of information that we're going to be going over. And the people who supported these motherfuckers, you're going to have the opportunity to come up here and defend them. That is, if you have the guts. If you have the guts. But somehow I doubt it. But anyway, yeah, man, we're going to go ahead, wrap it up, man. Another one in the record books, man. I appreciate everybody showing up tonight, man. I don't take you good folks lightly, man. I never have and I never will. You got my word on that. I appreciate all y'all coming through, even you disrespectful motherfuckers in the chat room. I appreciate that too. Because guess what? Even if you're a disrespectful motherfucker, it still counts as a view. So I appreciate it. All right? All right. So, with that, I will leave you good folk with 3 words. You know, like I always do. Open your mind. Peace, folk.
Hours of power. Hours of power.
Debates. Open your mind. Your mind.
Hours of power. Hours of power. Hours of power.
And so, a community is where you control your police, you control your commerce, you control your education, you control your house. We don't control none of that. We live in a hood. Huh? Well, what about the Negroes that get out? Oh, well, see, my cousin, they say he's a multi-millionaire, almost got $1 billion. 3 PhDs, working on 2 more. Driving down the street in Chicago in his Rolls Royce, enjoying himself, and he hears these sirens and looks through the mirror and sees this cop car flashing lights. He squeezed the steering wheel, man. Heart beats fast. Because he knows the price of a Negro, what it could be. And then when that cop car passed him by, he said, thank God he wasn't after you in the first place, punk. That Negro thing you can't get away from. It's universal. They wasn't coming after you. With all your millions, with your Rolls Royce, with your PhD, didn't help. That's the hood. Why do you think you never pick up the paper until you read over and over and see white families come? You think it's thousands of black cops in America. Why don't you see white families crying as black cops shot my loved one 40 times in the back of the head? Why do you think black cops are better. Think they're more spiritual? Think they're better? No! They got enough sense to know that white folks ain't gonna tolerate it. And I will stop in our neighborhood when we decide we will not tolerate it. Now, if we was organized, which is hard to organize people who are just gonna run crazy and you don't know you're crazy. But if we were, with the money we have, and the many people who would come to our aid that don't know what it's like to be a Negro, and we said, look, we saying, if we don't get a federal law to deal with police brutality, that any time a cop or anybody carry a gun, have to have a license, just like you do to drive a car. And if you use it wrong, then you'll lose your license. And if it's upheld, you can never work again as a cop or a store guard or a private detective. How do you get Congress to push that through? Well, you take your economic power and you call on your friends, black, white, young and old, and say, this coming Christmas, if we don't have a federal law to outlaw police brutality by law, if we call them for a nationwide boycott of Christmas and it'll start on Thanksgiving. Well, let me tell you what that means. 79% of all retail in America happens between Thanksgiving and Christmas. People stay in business all year, lose money just for Christmas, huh? Well, what happens now? Fifth Avenue, Toys R Us, Sears and Roebuck, Weston House. They will get the bill, and all they got to do is make one phone call and say, Harry, that's the senator, I want that bill pushed through in 3 days. Okay, it's an economic thing. It's that simple. But we have the power, but the system has wiped us out so bad.
Hours of power. Hours of power. Hours of power.
San Antonio, Lincoln 6. Go ahead. Clear suspect down, 10-4. That's 10-4. The officer's code 4. We have one suspect that's been shot.
Open your minds.
Only from T.P.O.T. Media. Open your mind.